All right, guys, we are back live streaming. How's everybody doing?
Hello.
Perfect. I got a mixture of hard cider and regular cider.
So it's a soft cider?
It's pretty tasty. It's like sparkling alcoholic cider.
I was going to say something in that one. Once again, the
Hi, Faffard.
group with the rating problem.
It's pretty tasty.
So you say it's okay to go inside, Mommy?
Yeah, Nunion's here. We can summon from inside if needed.
So that's really relative, regardless of what the answer is.
Yeah, we're a little heel shy right at the moment.
I'll take it
actually,
logged in yet.
Well,
our
I mean, I
healers
wouldn't
aren't
say I'm
shy at
that
all.
shy.
Yeah,
I've got a
we're
healer
not shy
too.
at all.
Only a little.
Yeah, Brian, I was going to see if you wanted to switch if we come up short.
All right, just let me know.
Well, in real life, I probably am. But in the computer, I'm not as scared.
I would
I'm
just
not
like
shy.
to say that Matt will be on good behavior tonight because I'm literally right around the corner from him. I'm not upstairs and downstairs anymore.
Nice.
Nice.
Heard that story before.
He just says he'll be on good behavior.
that-
Oh
I
no,
don't think he
I will go in the other room and whap him.
Dun, dun, dun.
You won't do it. You're scared.
Will you wear the leather outfit?
See how we taunt them.
Whip me, beat me.
Yeah,
beat
but
me
the
right
story
back.
sounds familiar.
Sorry about power outing on you guys last night. We didn't get it
Oh,
back
we're just
until
worried about you.
5:30 this morning. That's when we
Wow.
finally got it back. I know.
Aw.
Yeah, it's okay. We live near a lot of trees, and I didn't realize a windstorm was headed.
At least
I
it
was
was at
laughing
night
with
when
Tap
it
about
wouldn't
it.
get too hot or too cold.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess we had a few large trees go down across the main road, and that's why it took so long.
Wow.
Is everybody okay? Was it just a storm or
Yeah.
an accident?
Oh no, it was the windstorm.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything else, so they think that just trees went down. Don't think anybody got hit by the trees. I hope not.
I think we would have heard something even up here. Or over
Maybe.
here, or down, yeah, over here, up here, depending on where you are.
I hear I missed out on repairs for an hour though.
Down south?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you missed it.
Yeah, it was spectacular and stuff.
Yeah,
we did-
missed you.
Were you here for the? I mean, because we went to Harjatan. Were you here for Harjatan?
It
No.
dropped me right at was we were coming back from break. It was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think right after break we went and killed Harjatan. So
Mm.
all we have tonight to go after are bosses that
Our progression.
either require everybody to be on point or that we haven't beaten yet.
Well, good thing is that I reinstalled Weaker R's, and it must have not taken out all my files because I have all my, all of my other Weaker R's in there.
Look at all your settings
Weird.
and stuff.
Yeah. So
You shouldn't get rid of them. Any of them you've got imported unless you delete your I think it's the WTF folder. It'll save
Yeah,
all
that's
the
that one.
weak ores you've got. If you uninstall and reinstall weak ores, it just won't enable them if you don't have it installed.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, so
I've been
I was-
putting it in the what the hell folder. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I've gotten the Weaker R's that you had last night, and also the one that you posted for today.
Cool.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Hopefully they help out. I don't know if we're doing sisters tonight necessarily, but
I think we can with less people. I think it'd be okay.
yeah.
I mean, it might be.
Yeah,
we'll give it a
maybe.
shot. We'll try the two of them again.
I brought my more geared tune today.
Well, you said we have one more healer coming too, right?
Yeah, I'll take and just hasn't made it in yet. He
Well, we have
usually
four
just calls
for
closer to
22.
read time.
We have 4 for 22 people. Is there trash we can go for first, or should we wait for
If we're
him?
going to sisters, there's a bunch of trash.
It all depends on which way we're headed, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a few minutes till Paul. No, not Paul yet.
Back here so we can count on that one big extra trash. The one at the trap.
I don't know, I'm pretty content sipping my cider at the moment. So I mean, whatever.
I bought some cider and I had some earlier today. I love that stuff.
Well, they've started carrying. I live in South Dakota, and I'm from Michigan, and I used to go to the apple cider mills in Michigan, where like you go into the actual like barn where they're crushing the apples to make the cider, and they literally take your glass and they put it under the spigot under the machine that is crushing the apples. You know,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's coming right out of the apples into your cup, and then there's like some little old lady who's making like sour cream donuts like right behind you. You know, and so you're getting hot donuts and fresh apple cider, so delicious. And so we moved here to South Dakota, and there's like no apples to be heard of around here, really, or not enough apple.
There's like no trees either.
Well, there's some trees. They're just all pine, or mesquite. You know, there's a few hardwoods here, but not very many. But so there's no apple cider mills within 8 hours of my house. And but they started carrying Michigan apple cider at our local grocery store.
Nice.
Yeah, so it tastes just like not quite as fresh, but it has that Michigan apple cider spice flavor to the apples that I like.
At the farmers market where we used to live, they make apple cider donuts. They're so delicious, and they have cinnamon and brown sugar coated, and oh my god!
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry. Can I have another mage table, please?
Oh sure.
Thanks. I missed the last one.
There's, although we have a little like health food, like organic store kind of thing. They sell like spices, herbs, and a bunch of really expensive produce and all that. And they had some dudes came in there like 2 weeks ago with this little apple press. It like grinds up and presses apples and stuff. So that was pretty cool. It wasn't like, didn't have that apple cider feel to it, though, I can say that much.
Yeah, I bought 2 jugs so far this year, and both of them are really good and fresh. One of them was from an orchard, and the other was from my local grocery store, but they're getting it direct from a local orchard, so I feel good with that.
All right, since we got 5 minutes left, let's decide where we're going. We got demonic just ahead of us, and sisters down to the left. So let's vote 1 for demonic and 2 for sisters.
I don't
see where we're going.
I don't care either.
Wherever do demonic since we're here, and then sisters. Do whatever's closest.
All right, so what is it? 1 for?
1 for demonic, 2 for sisters.
Which one's closest?
See, we still can't follow. We still can't follow directions. So, looks like 1. All right, off to demonic.
You mean off to sisters, right?
No, demonic is 1, sisters is 3. Listen to the rules.
3.
Hey, Braun,
You
you
can't
can hear us.
Headphones aren't working.
No, I can hear you guys now.
Oh, good.
Bronze, we'll get to sisters.
Oh, Shepherd is dead.
Why did Shepherd die?
Hold.
Otto ran to trash. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed the big dude and forget about. I've been lucky and didn't pull him, but I can totally see it happen.
Just because you killed them last night doesn't mean they're dead now.
I dropped a Skittle and I wasn't looking.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
I've heard in a
That's
while.
a good one.
And that's an acceptable excuse, I think. Really.
Okay, anyone listening to the live stream? This is actually a real life lesson that you can take away from this today.
Yeah, never drop a Skittle in your bra because it gets
Oh, even better now.
First it was dropped a Skittle, and now it's dropped a Skittle in her bra.
Hey, I lose them down there all the time.
It's hard to find it, and now
Oh, it is. And when you got bodacious tatas, oh my gosh.
Are you
they're
sure?
all sticky.
Could be tucked.
Mir just has to say that.
Honey, if you lose one around the corner, let me know.
So,
are you
after all
sure
that-
you dropped it and your boobs weren't hungry?
I'm just looking for some Skittles.
Nom nom nom.
I'll share them with you.
That's the sound they make.
So
Yep.
I have to
All right,
fix
so
my mods. Hold on, I have to fix my
let's
mod.
all right. Let's go over a couple quick mechanics bits here, since there was some issues with the mechanics last night, and some people weren't here last night. All right. First of all,
okay. First off,
calcified quills.
this is where we
Calcified
pay
quills.
attention, people.
Yep, pay attention. Calcified quills. If DBM tells you you have calcified quills on you, what it's going to do is Atrigan, that big dude with the spear up there, is going to shoot a cone out that puts spikes up from the ground. You have lots of time. You have like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, or something like that. Run to one of the walls, because what's going to happen is from him, he's going to shoot a cone out towards you that's going to spread out, maybe 10 or 15 yards. And if you're standing in the middle, you're probably going to hit a whole bunch of people with unnecessary damage. So it's on you and only you. If you get calcified quills on you, take it to the wall. Aim it away from the group. All right. Second thing, don't hang out near Star. You see Star here? Don't be there. That's the wrong place. Don't be at Star. Be somewhere else at all times, because that's where people come in from the cage. And if you're hanging out at Star, we're going to get these big purple spherical marks on the ground that slow people and damage them. And if people are coming out of the cage and there's a big purple circle here, they're going to have to run out of it very, very slowly, and they're going to take a bunch of unnecessary damage. So do not be near Star, because you'll drop those purple spheres somewhere else.
Do we have to have Star marked so people don't get like attracted to it, or?
Well, that's good that we have Star there. Just don't be at Star.
All right. Just
Star is not a Skittle.
Yep. It's not a good place to be. Other than that, the mechanics are the same as we're used to. The rest of the fight is exactly the same. Those are because we're going to drop those big purple circles elsewhere besides Star, and then you're going to take calcified quills to the wall. Every single time, calcified quills to the wall, away from other players. And I don't mean the back wall, I mean like the side walls, because you're going to try and aim that away from other players. Got to remember that.
You got to watch where he is, because if he's facing, because sometimes they take him back further, you want to make sure that you're facing away from the group.
Yeah, like if he's at X here, if he happens to be at X, you can go over here, because then the calcified quills are going to go to the wall behind me. They're not going to hit anybody. Or you could be on the other side of X. As long as you are aiming those calcified quills which go from Atrigan towards you, then towards the wall, you're aiming it towards the wall away from the other players, you're good to go. Yesterday, like a whole bunch of times, people were just hanging out here in the middle. They got calcified quills on them, and then he does his thing, and it shot through the entire raid, or like 3/4 of the raid group is all taking unnecessary. Just calcified quills, take it to the wall, aim it away from the group, and don't hang out at Star. That's it. Otherwise, do the same thing you normally do.
Go ahead and drop a cauldron.
Okay, hold on.
To the window.
And I know I said it like 50 times. It's because I really want people to do the mechanics.
Now that song's in my head.
To do the mechanics?
To the window, to the wall.
I hate you a little bit right now.
I was thinking Mike and the mechanics, but
I'm not familiar with that song, so I'm safe, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, me too, actually. I have no idea what it is either.
Yeah, you don't want to know the next line.
Sure. Millennials.
Especially as a healer, I don't want to get distracted.
32.
That's
Hey,
pretty
that's
close.
not a millennial song.
youngster.
Thank you.
What is that?
I am old enough to be your older sister.
It's
I would say
30.
that's 80s.
What is
I've
30?
got a daughter your age.
I
Mid-90s.
got a daughter that age.
Is that Gen Y?
I'm
Gen
not
X.
a millennial.
It's Jen Skittles.
Yeah.
There's still
Taste the rainbow!
there's still cauldron left. I don't know if you. Okay, it's gone now.
Yeah, that was a ready check. Oh.
All right, here we go. We're
Thought that was a
pulling.
ready check for cauldron.
It's bold.
That's a ready check for everything. Are you ready?
Go ahead and hero, please.
Beware.
Dispel Jobui, please.
Beware.
Spell scroll in 5 seconds. Move.
I'm going inside. So we have a healer inside.
Alright, I'm going in.
Almost went to the wall.
Beware. Four, three, two.
Coming out.
One.
Cat, switch with me.
Going in.
Going in.
Dispel Jokui.
Going.
Dispel Ricky. When the tank left, I put all the aggro on the inside.
Good job on that calcified. Awesome job.
But I'll...
Beware.
Drinking.
Is it back on Belek?
Charity's going in.
Coming out.
Four, three,
Dispel on me.
2, 1.
Dispel Ricky.
Brilliant quills.
Beware.
You want the healer up?
Switch to African.
Not yet.
Oh, that was a
Beware.
not good calcified quills on that one.
Sorry about that.
Base point in.
Coming out.
Tank's down.
Tank down.
Beware.
Going in.
3, 2, 1.
Get in the green circle if you can, ranged. Thank you.
Beware.
Switch to African. Dispel Jobui.
Go ahead and come out.
Someone cleanse me, please, before I die.
Coming out.
I think
You have to call it, Ron. Get away from us. You know, go towards the side and tell us. We'll spell you.
Hey, did anyone else get that lag spike?
Little bit.
Nope.
Beware.
Switch to Belak.
4, 3,
Base going in.
3, 2, 1.
Gotta get those.
Yeah, those have killed us both times.
Beware.
Yep. That's what we were talking about, but
I'd just come out, landed in a purple. I'd landed not at star, and then got targeted immediately while I was slowed.
It will put you under Belak sometimes.
yeah, I almost always come up under Balak every time.
Now will the big purple stuff go under the melee?
Oops. Go on, go on.
That's because
Gonna
pretty
be
much
a-
everyone's dead.
Yeah, it's a mess at this point because there's so many people dead that the mechanics are being tossed on the wrong people. That was an excellent quills.
Beware.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad first bid.
4, 3, 4, 3.
All right, let's just go ahead and wipe it up and get another pull in here.
Beware.
Right. So when I'm saying calcified quills, we're talking about that big brown spiky stuff that comes out of the ground. A bunch of them were really well handled. I know some got messed up. Just really focus on those. Let's try and not have those go through the group, because that's really taking folks out.
Eureli's just down below.
You know how on the fight where we go into the spirit world and you're on the side where the purple lines come out, how we kind of section ourselves so that we go over a little, over a little, over a little for those lines? Maybe we should do the same thing for the purple circles, because that's getting a lot of people.
Yeah, but it comes out of
They're
the
random.
boss that moves around.
Yeah. I don't think, can we move
But
before
they
we
go
drop 'em?
on the people. So then
But-
if we drop them and then we all move over.
She's talking about the void zones, not the slam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they all three of them drop at the same time, and they all fade away
But
before
I'd
they
say
come back. So
the thing that's killing us
hard
though
to
is the
say.
spikes. So if we pay attention to the spikes, the other stuff is relatively minor.
I know. I'm just trying to help with that thing too.
Mine, I just got up.
It is heroic. We should be following all mechanics, not just one.
Well, right, but I'm kind of I watch boxing a lot, and one of my favorite cornermen, he has a particular style. His boxers come into the corner, and they're in the middle of a round, and they come back there, and he tells them one thing. He wants them to change one thing to improve their next round, and just focus on that one thing, and get that thing right going into the next round. Sometimes I'll see boxers go into the corner and their corner men just start telling them like 15 things. They're like, oh, well, I want you to move to the left, and I want you to throw more jabs, and then throw the uppercut, and then when he does this, dodge that. And that's too much. Just so the reason I've been talking specifically about the calcified quills is because it's that one thing that really needs focus right now. And yeah, I don't know how much of a timer, or I don't see the debuff or anything that goes on me before those spheres drop.
I don't either. I think they just drop because I have a hell of a time getting out of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on DPM.
Yeah, I haven't seen where it's telling me that I'm going to get that. I get the one message when I have to go to the other realm.
It doesn't. It just drops instantly when he casts it. It picks 3 random players and drops instantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other thing to think about the quills, though, that we have to be aware of is that the boss Atrigan is not always going to be where he is now. He will do a semicircle, and sometimes you'll get the debuff, and he'll be behind you. And if that's the case, you got to recognize again you're running toward X without running into him.
Yeah, I mean, basically, when the tanks are dealing with Atrigan, they're always bringing him over towards this X side. Anyway, so basically, you can figure if you get the calcified quills on you, then you're going to need to go in this direction over here. It doesn't have to be at X. You're just going to look for Atrigan, and then you're going to aim. Imagine a straight line between Atrigan and yourself, and that's the direction the cone's going to go. And the cone's going to go towards you. So you need to aim that cone towards the wall or away from the group, as best you can. And that's really what it comes down to. If the cone's going through the middle of the raid out here, then you're really not doing it. And that's wiping us right now. So it just has to be handled one way or the other.
We lost, it was a 4 at a time the last 2 times he put it down.
Yep. So it just really has to be focus in on that. It's calcified
well, the
quills.
Second time before that was me, and I was way over on the other side. I got over as far as I could.
Well, if you're like way over on the other side, and he's like, you're gonna have to figure out where he's at. If he's to the left of X, you're gonna have to try and figure out, okay, well, if I move way over here, I'm not gonna hit very many people, kind of thing,
I got to here
or whatever.
where I'm, and there was a lot of people standing on this side, and they got hit. It didn't go over in the middle.
Yeah, I get that.
I got all the way over to here.
I get that. I'm just saying, like, you just got to do your best to get, like, because you just think of where he's aiming. Don't necessarily think of the wall. Just think of the line towards him and try and aim it away from folks. And I know it's not always going to be easy because you might be out of position when it happens, but just do your best.
Just think, for example, if the boss is where the blue square is right now, where would you position yourself so that the line would not go through people? So we take Jobuy as an example. he could actually stand still where he is practically and not get hit. And not hit anybody, right? Or
well, if there's
say he was there and
If there's
decided to run
somebody
behind me, like
right
over this way,
between them.
that would also keep us all safe.
Yep, it's just positional, and we
Know
just
which
got to.
way the boss is facing too.
Doesn't matter which way he's facing. The boss can be facing any which way.
It's
He's
once
the-
you're marked, wherever you go, it follows.
Yeah, it's going to come from him. He's the epicenter, and it's going to spread out towards you. So if he's right there right now, and I'm here, it's going to go to the wall, and it's not going to hit anybody at all. If I'm standing right here, it's going to hit absolutely everyone in the raid. Absolutely everyone. So if I just move over this way a little bit, even if I'm only ending up hitting one player, you know, you might have to choose, like you don't have enough time to get, so you are dodging everybody. You know, so you move over to here and it hits one player.
Yeah, let's say the tank, that's fine.
You know, then that's saving the raid at that point. You know, I mean, so just do what you can to aim it away from other players. But it starts from him and it goes towards you and spreads out.
All right,
let's do it again.
Can I break in just real fast for the Powies? We seem to have some confusion tonight.
Yeah,
Who are you bumping?
I was bumping Faye.
Okay, I had Faye. You want to hit up Mirma, please?
Will do.
Thank you, sir. All right, I think we're good now.
Did all taken come in?
He just got home. He wasn't quite ready.
All right, we'll do another poll.
Quick question.
Usually sacrificing the hunter is a good idea.
What's the question?
On the initial poll, does it matter which boss we're on?
Start off on Belak.
Okay,
and then once Belak, at a certain point, Balak's going to begin getting ready to cast a spell called Fell Squall.
Right,
and
then we change.
DBM will come up. DBM will tell you, switch to Atrigan. It'll pop up in the middle of your screen telling you to switch to Atrigan. I've been calling it out so have other people when it pops up. But just remember, after a few moments, that will pop up on your screen or somebody will say it. Probably pay attention to the one that's popping up on your screen if you can. So you're not relying on anybody else to remember to say it. And then switch to Atrigan. Atrigan's going to then be targetable, and you'll attack him for a while. And then as soon as Fall Squall ends, then DBM will tell you to switch back to Belak.
Right, I've been following that. I just
Yeah, to answer your question, no. It doesn't make any difference. It's just easier to be on Belak first.
Right, because I just see, sometimes half the raid goes one way, half the raid goes the other.
Yep, doesn't make any difference.
The only reason you'd want to start on Belak specifically is because he needs to be interrupted. So if you are doing any interrupts on him, then it's a good place to start because he has to be interrupted while he's active.
Roger, just gives me a way to go. Thanks.
Yep. Good question. All right.
I think I'm good.
That was the all right ready check.
Yeah, we were talking.
Okay.
Chill out.
Can I pump my marmot now?
Oh, I didn't hear a ready
That's
check.
just wrong.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hero, please.
Beware.
Get away from
Disrupt.
stars in here.
Jelly.
All right.
Beware.
Let's all move.
Switch to Mishra and Atrigan.
Dispel me, Faffard.
Nice work with the quills.
That was a good quills.
Beware.
All right, I'm going.
Switch back to Belak.
Turn him around.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spell none, please.
Dispel Ricky.
One's in.
Mirror's going in.
Quills.
Holy crap! Lag. I'm out.
Drinking.
Dispel 4.
Health ball, move.
Beware.
I need to go in.
Get on Atrigan.
Dispel 4.
Calcified quills are going out. Pretty good.
Go ahead and come out.
Switch to the ballet.
Coming out.
Going in.
2, 1.
Dispel Ricky.
Shrinking.
Beware.
Coming out.
Quills again.
Going in.
Nice work.
Going in.
Spell none, please.
Spell
Coming
Malala.
out.
Coming out.
None,
Try
please.
my Atrigan.
Go ahead.
And then
Tracking.
Beware.
Coming out.
4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice job, Faye.
Run, Faye.
Dispel Niobe.
Beware.
Tap go in.
Going in.
Beware.
She got
Spell
stuck in
jelly.
the purple.
Belt, move.
Spell none.
Go ahead and come out.
coming out.
Watch out for those quills.
Again. That just ran us right in the middle of us.
Drinking.
Beware.
That was the right idea, it just didn't work.
Dispel Dizzy.
4.
Fafford, quills on you.
Tap go inside.
1.
Going in.
Sure on Bellic.
Beware.
Coming out. Go ahead and
Coming
Dispel
out.
Niobe, please.
Switch to Atrigan. Oh boy.
Beware.
She was in the purple.
Tracking.
Nice quills.
Beware.
We have 2 reses.
Switch to Bellic.
Go ahead and come out.
Go ahead and get the healer up.
4,
Go ahead and come out, Andra.
2, 1.
Away.
Beware.
I got him.
Drinking.
Oh, I'm down.
Going in.
Beware.
Spell Scott.
Quills.
Beware.
Tormenting burst on me, please.
I'm coming out.
Spell none, please.
4, 3,
Go ahead and go in.
2,
On the way.
1. Beware.
Spell Sky.
Quills are going out.
Drinking.
Beware.
Get a scene up.
She's inside.
I'm inside.
Oh, okay, get Nenya. He's up. Get Niobe up.
I am inside if you want me to pick up this scene. I don't know if it works.
Yeah, I don't know if it does. If it does, go ahead.
Yeah, if you
You're
turn
out
in,
of reses.
but you're not a resident. Yeah.
We got
It
somebody.
does work if you're inside.
4, 3,
It's all right.
2, 1. Beware.
Pouring on guys. 8%.
Go ahead and come out.
Coming out.
We've got 4 minutes, so we're fine. Most of course, my berserk timer's still off.
Dispel Jobui.
Spell
Yeah, I
Sky.
got 4 minutes.
Seconds to another res.
Beware.
Becoming Felspall.
Yeah, when the other res comes up.
She probably would have seen. Oh, she did.
Well, she's inside.
I'm downstairs,
Yep.
so.
I mean, I'm in here. I don't know how long I'm going to be in here, though.
Well, we still got 9
Whoa.
seconds.
Beware.
All right, get any DPS up. It doesn't make any difference. Just get one up. Go. %.
Going inside.
Go. Hello.
4, 3, 4.
Okay, we should switch.
Coming out.
2.
Still fine, the boss is dead.
Beware.
Got him. Go.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys
There you
got
go.
him. Got him.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm down.
no.
Just the tanks.
Oh, come on.
Bill's got me as I dropped.
Beware.
cooldowns.
You still got this guy.
If you can get out,
one's
come
ready.
out.
What happens if there's no one in here?
He's almost
He
dead.
just stands there.
Just-
14,000.
that's it.
There you go. Way to go, tanks.
Woohoo!
Thanks for the win.
Go tanks.
Nice job.
I still had several cooldowns too, so I was fine.
Yeah, I had time too, but I figured I was locked in there. If we switched,
No,
probably not.
the ad inside just resets to full health, so you would have been fine.
That was awesome.
Mask incoming.
Beautiful.
We'll get you guys some in here in just a minute.
My son's next to me like, good night, it's time for bed. Come say good night to me.
My granddaughter was here.
I'm like,
Can I
wait
say
a minute,
goodnight?
wait a minute.
I say goodnight? Not yet. You gotta wait.
When you put the lock gate up.
Oh, where's the loot? Oh, there he is.
Good job, tanks.
Nice job, guys.
That was really cool.
Congrats, Joey.
Thank you.
Wow, 940 heroic Titan Forge. That's pretty nice.
Nice.
All right, so anybody got any loot they want to trade? Besides Epistle.
I have to go back and see what I got.
Epistle's got Radiant Lightbringer Crown, which is the Paladin Helm. Palantir Helm. Alright. Niobe is the only one rolling on that. Paulette. Oh, there's Paulette. Paulette wins it with a 40. Unless Ricky, you don't need it?
Ricky would be the only other one.
Yeah,
I have
all
the
right.
Titan Forge one.
Okay, well then Paulette wins it. Pick it up from Pistol. And next up for roll would be the Barbaric Mindslaver.
Not that trinket. I can't trade it. Sorry.
Nope. Scratch the Barbaric Mindslaver.
It was bonus rolled, and I have the same exact thing already equipped. Sorry.
That's right. And I think that was it. I didn't see anybody else put anything up for.
No, that was it.
Well, Bronze did, but there's only one other warrior, so I went to the other warrior.
Can I get a summons back, please?
Faye, was that you needing a summon?
Thank you.
So I think we can underline the point that sometimes it's one mechanic that's killing us, even though there's multiple mechanics we have to deal with. That one I think was definitely the mechanic we had to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was handled well sometimes, and other times not so good. But we'll get it down. People get used to it. Just remember to focus on that calcified quills in the future.
So the question in my mind is, what's that one mechanic that we have to deal with sisters?
It's the glaive, and it's actually a
Glaive
combination. Yeah, it's the glaive storm, not the twilight glaive.
So on that third phase, what I looked at when I looked at the logs is that we all stacked for the beam, which is fine, but not all together. We need to stack in a line. That way the glaive storm won't hit everybody, and that's what took us all out.
Yeah, essentially there's two things that have to happen there. First, the person with the beam needs to make sure that they are far away from the boss, so it is a very long beam. And what that'll mean is that there's plenty of room for people to get into the beam without all being bunched up, so that we don't all get hit by the glaive if the glaive happens to come through. Last time, and it's happened a couple of times, we've been really bunched up like right next to the boss because the beam has been very small, and then the glaive comes through and it hits us.
Oh no!
Somebody just walked right off the edge.
Two people.
Yeah, me. I'm like, oh no.
Why?
I'm like, lemmings, yay!
Oh, and then he was coming down to save me. Oh, that was very sweet. Oh, I'm gonna die. Shit.
But yeah,
Sorry
that's really what we have to focus on this one. I think if we can get that part down, the other thing that hasn't been helping so much is the we all need to make sure we have our range 8 on, and sometimes players need to adjust. It was really difficult last night because we had 30 players. All right. We have to be 8 yards apart. It's in a little circle room, and there are 30 players. There's not a lot of extra space for people to go stand in and be 8 yards apart with 30 players. We only have 24 tonight. So that's 6 less players. That's a lot more space for us to position ourselves. So that should be a little easier. But it's also something we got to work on. And also, don't step on the trap on the floor.
But it's so fun.
I'm not typing to
It's
somebody.
shiny.
I was only talking to Mac.
Pretty
I
cool.
wasn't talking to anybody else.
I'm following Grog, so if I step on the trap, it's because he stepped on the trap. Oh, but we're going in the opposite direction. Oh wait, didn't he get all these traps last time?
Yeah, but we never killed the boss, so the trash resets.
Yep.
Ah.
I thought that was you, Pissel.
What?
I heard pull.
No, you heard a pissel.
No, I'm pretty sure I heard pull.
I was too busy typing. If I was talking, I would have said I've rolled my my gnome for our new guild, but it's actually a dwarf, so it can be pally.
He's just a really large gnome.
Well, he's half gnomish on this mother side. But he's not the one I'm going to use in the run.
Well, yeah, he's not a gnome. He's like a half gnome.
Oh, a dwarf?
Yeah.
You just don't gnome anymore.
I know what you did.
Sure.
Sometimes you just don't want to gnome.
You got to know when to hold them.
Know when to fold them.
And know when not to heal anymore.
Know when to walk away. And know when to run.
And know when to wipe.
Oh no, I painted myself in a corner.
You know, Cal, you should contact that musician and tell
sure.
her that she should do a parody of that.
Know when to hold them.
Gnome.
The Gambler.
The Gambler.
The Gambler, only with gnomes.
Maybe the Hunter?
The Gambler, the Hunter.
I used to think gnomish hunters were a good idea, and then I took an arrow into them.
So the song is really about rogue gnomes, right? Because it's a gambler.
It's more rogues than hunters.
Yeah, be rogue, I'd say. You can be a rogue gnome, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the best.
They're the best rogue because you can't find them.
I think
they're so impossible to click on.
Feed goes the sheep.
Everybody clicks right over their heads.
I have to log out of WoW for a second. Some of my add-ons are not working. Yeah, my weak orders is not working.
That's sad.
I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why are things different on my, and I'm like,
Get him out of that blue stuff.
Yeah. Well, that works.
You're welcome.
I was missing my ding 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 for my blizzard. I just realized that and I'm like, wait, my weak ores is not working.
I've made a bunch of weak orders that literally tell me when to blizzard or when things come
Yeah,
off
it's
cooldown.
yours.
No, I mean I made a new one.
Oh.
I made that's like it's all animated. It literally has like a voice saying
Nice,
blizzard now or blizzard ready.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have no.
Oh, crit haste and indestructible even.
That's nice.
Uh-oh.
That's
Alright, so I
selling
did-
for 37,000 gold.
I started saying you just made Max sick.
Shoot, mine is saying 45,000.
Yeah, I have the same.
All right, so on this fight, what we're talking about when we're talking about the beam, it's that it's going to put a red arrow above your head, right? And it's going to put a beam from one of those three bosses. I forget which one it is. And you.
The horse.
Is it the horse one?
Or dog or cat or whatever it is.
The incorporeal shot?
The
That's what you're
beam.
asking about? Yeah, the
The
incorporeal
hunter.
shot.
Yeah, that's the hunter.
Is that
Hunter's-
No, it's
incorporeal?
not. It comes from the I can't remember.
The one on the left.
Yeah.
All right, so but it's
The
a
captain.
red laser beam that goes between you and the boss. You want to make that as long as you can. If you get that on you, you want to make that as long as you can and aim it through the melee, and then once you get it aimed through the melee, stop moving, right? So get it long and aimed through the melee, stop moving so that everybody can line up. Like let's say that between Milana, between Milana and this warlock thing gate right here is the beam. So now Milana's moving. Thanks, Milana. So the be here, be here, be here, be spread out all along the length of the beam. But really, if the warlock thing is where the origin of the beam is coming from, you want to be way the heck over here, because way the heck over here is going to make a longer beam. So there's lots of room for everybody to get in that beam, all the way between here and the boss. So the longer the beam, the better, because there's more room for everybody to get into it. We won't be all bunched up. We won't all get hit by the glaive, and then we won't wipe when we are at 90% of the way through the fight.
So basically, conga line on the red line.
Yeah, big, long, be spread out in that inside the red line when it comes up. Don't forget, /range 8. Everybody needs /range 8 up. You're gonna have to add a slash there, Paulette. You missed it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Think of clearing stacks.
Oh, I'm not getting the message anymore. About the staff.
Days up.
4, 3, 2, 1. You
Shield.
There's beam. Everybody's
Faye,
stacking the
that's
beam.
you.
Yeah, I'm shrinking.
All right, spread out.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I'm near my next shield.
Okay.
Nice volley on the wall there, Fafford.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Waves up.
Think of clearing your stacks.
Shh, tried to get to the wall, sorry.
Face.
4, 3, 2, Run away, little girl. Run away.
Beware. Shield.
Die.
Shrinking. I died.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Moon Talon.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Sorry, I had rapid shot.
Finish
Get
off
Mirror
Moon
Mouth.
Talon.
Remember, if you have rapid shot, try and be on the light side if you can.
Clear stacks.
Yeah, light didn't exist yet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will die.
Tranking.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Clear stacks again.
Was that? No, it's not second phase.
We're in
Second
second
phase.
phase.
Oh, are we?
We've been in it for a little bit.
Sorry, I missed it.
Get rid of clear stacks now.
Run away. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will die.
Is it my turn again?
Yes.
Wave.
Yep.
Shrinking.
Sorry.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Moon Talon.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Alright, hold off on Moon Talon. Bring her out of the
Run
group.
away, little girl.
You gotta finish drop. She's already past 25.
Okay, shit.
Clear stacks.
All right, good job.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will
Shrinking.
die. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Face.
Run away, little girl.
All right, here's where the beam is going to be really important.
Bunch of stacks too.
How many reses do we have?
One.
We should use it. Highest DPS.
Get Formir up.
Blade just got run into us.
No more shield, right?
No more shield.
Tranking.
Conga line.
No, I took it too soon. It's on her back.
We made it through that part.
Because we know how to conga.
Ain't over yet, though. Keep focused, guys.
Keep an eye on the stacks.
Second hero, please.
Beware.
Watch for the glaive.
On the line. Tank down.
Run away, little girl.
Don't have a res yet.
It's gonna suck.
Run away, little
We have about 45
No, I
seconds.
just can't get in the arcane at this point.
You'll need to use the taunt.
45 seconds for res.
4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Glaive coming in.
$30 seconds to res.
Watch the glaive
4,
when it comes up.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Conga, conga. That's landing that really nicely. The glaive is
Oh,
flying back.
that was bad.
Stacks of the moon. Or stacks of the volley.
Yep, I couldn't get out of
Okay,
the
no.
stupid
no.
circles.
Well, no. Yeah, too late.
Alright, we
That was still.
See how good
doing
a pistol
really
does.
better.
It's not over yet, boys.
Yeah,
Use
11%.
as much as you can when you get above 3.
Run away, little girl.
You only got 360 million points to go.
Hey, it's going down pretty quickly. Keep it up.
You guys can do it.
4, 3.
Magic cooldowns as much as you can.
Beware.
Everybody's gonna have to stack that.
Tranking.
Now watch the glaive.
Running
It's gonna come
and
back
trying to find the moon.
Reset your debuff.
Run away, little girl.
Woo.
Stay out of light.
Getting less riding room here.
Yeah, I know, it's crowded right now.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Watch out for glaive.
And out of tricks.
I think you lasted more stacks than I did.
Come on, pull that. Tank it up.
No, I had 8.
3, 2.
That's not fun.
Beware.
Yeah, that's gonna finish everybody
This
else
is
off.
looking promising.
But still better.
That was an awesome
Yeah,
attempt, guys.
that was actually,
That was a good fight.
3%.
The silencing circles killed us at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the slow enrage.
That's the Twilight Volley, which my weak aura is detecting when it is, but I'm not detecting when the debuff that drops it goes out. So I don't have the correct thing for that.
Thanks, Shepard.
Yeah, my stacks got so high I had to jump over there and I didn't have much light
Yeah,
to go to,
yeah.
and it killed me going.
Thank you,
Just
Shepard.
clear my stacks.
Yeah. So, the Twilight Volleys. I know, like my weak order is not set up properly for that. I don't have the correct debuff name for that. I'll have to do some research and try and figure that out. That if we can get that to the wall, because the floor filled up with those Twilight Volleys, and they don't go away in that third phase. They just start building up on the floor around the room. So the more of those that we can get all the way against the wall, I mean, stop what you're doing, run to the wall, drop it off there the best you can. The better.
You can overlap them, right?
Oh yeah, you can overlap them. You can even step into one and drop your next one off right inside the other one if you want to. It's a small damage that you're going to take. Relatively small, but you could like step inside one and drop it off even if there's one already there, because they can overlap, no problem. Now the problem is if they are overlapped though, if there's like 4 or 5 of them overlapped, somebody accidentally steps in one, it's going to be really harsh on them. But in general, we need to save floor space. So do try and get those things to the wall, because one of the problems we ran into towards the end there was very little space to maneuver. So because there's so many of those right out in the middle of the room, and it's hard.
Me and Faye were hiding in this little teeny corner.
Oh God!
Are you serious?
I
All
had
right.
the map open and I was looking at details. I was totally not even realizing where I was walking.
Go help
Okay, I'm
my.
gonna say it again. I said it yesterday. Don't text and drive.
Or eat Skittles and drive.
Well, no, that's all right if your passengers. Yeah.
Yeah, don't go there, man.
Depends on where the Skittles are and how much
Happy
attention it'll
Passenger.
take to get them.
Go ahead, Cal. I'm here.
I'm listening.
Well, see, the driver takes Skittles and tries to make baskets.
Yeah. Just
Okay, real quick. Hey, Tap.
Yep.
All right, is that
Are
part of
there
my
any-
hunter's notes that I need to take?
Yes.
Okay,
You know,
hold on, guys.
I was thinking of.
doing it wrong if
I
you're
was
trying
thinking
to
about buying you a shovel for Christmas, but it appears you have one already.
Can I have the mic for a second, please?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, is there any druid that's not having a problem with mana? I'll take and who's just getting drained here?
I'm
You
totally
can
drained.
take, and actually,
take
I'm
mine.
missing my pally buff now.
Take mine. I'll deal with it.
Okay, Ricky, can you throw your pally buff towards Altic, please?
Yeah,
But
when
I
he's
have a
alive.
But I have a condition.
Oh, what's your condition?
I want to take our break now.
What, are you going to break our rhythm? We almost
No.
had it.
I got my but I got my son in my ear.
All
Well,
right,
maybe
all right.
that
Yeah,
won't
let's
help.
take our break.
I'll be right back. Thanks.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
You know, it's funny. It's during our demonic inquisition kill fight. My wife came in and started asking me something. I got a headset on, and there's like fight noises, and I can't hear pretty much anything she's saying. I can tell she's saying something to me, and I keep looking over, like, what are you saying? And I'm like, I can't hear you. What? You know, she's all like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? I can't. Oh. And then I look over, and my energy from the boss is at like 100%, and I'm hitting the wrong boss, and I'm like, I'm almost dead. My wife is killing me. And what she wanted to know was if she could have one of my hard apple ciders.
Yeah, that's why you write a note.
That's
or learn sign
no,
language.
No, that's when you learn it's better to ask forgiveness
No, she can just
than
have one.
permission.
I've got 6 of them. I don't need that many for raid night.
You sure?
Well, if I have 6 of them before raid night's over, that's 6 in 2 hours. For my body weight, that's not a good plan.
Well, depends
Or
on
is
what you're
it a
trying to.
great plan?
Yeah, exactly. See?
No, I don't like. I can't drink that much because I'll end up with I get such serious hangovers. If I drink too much, it gets bad.
Yeah, I haven't had a
Just need to
hangover since the
drink
last
better
time.
Stuff then, like scotch.
Yeah, but honey, you're way hilarious when you get a hangover, or let alone get toasted.
Don't know what you mean.
It's this hangover thing.
It's because our filter's cut off most of the time.
There's
a filter? Oh, yeah. There's a filter.
That implies that Cal has a filter to begin with.
Not much of one.
It just depends on the company.
Yeah, like the more comfortable he is, the less his filter is effective.
Exactly.
It happens to us all, I think.
I was about to say, isn't that everybody's filter?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, it's not everybody's filter. Some people just like walk up to you and say some really inappropriate shit sometimes that you don't know. You don't know that person. They just said something like off the wall, and you're like, "Wow, I don't know you well enough for you to say that to me."
Yeah, like I dropped a Skittle.
That would have been my ex-husband, tactless.
I like Skittles.
Which is why he's ex. We'll have to remember to flask up too.
Yep.
Still got an hour on mine.
Druid?
Alchemist.
Ah.
We used to got a minute 24 seconds for your break tab.
Do you know
So
I am
last
here waiting
weekend-
for everyone else to get back? Or were you saying that thinking I'm not here listening to you?
I didn't say anything derogatory towards you yet.
No, thank you. My son was like in my ear, like, I want to, good night, good night, good night. And I'm like, give me a minute, give me a minute.
How'd you get a kid that didn't want to stay up 15 extra minutes? So it was fine.
No, yeah, and he's good. He's like, he wants to go to bed, he wants to go to bed.
That's good.
And we do have to tuck him in.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, Cal has to be.
I have to be tucked in. You're exactly right.
Yeah, pity you haven't found someone to do that for you.
Ah, now we know, like.
No,
Mom's
she
going, "Hey,
steals all the
anybody
damn
want to
covers.
next after the rain?"
That's great that she does, because then I get to go to bed before her. And then I steal the covers.
My husband's always in bed before me.
So's mine. But he's up a lot later than he should be. Has to get up at 5 every day, and he doesn't go to bed till midnight.
Yeah, and I found I don't need 8 hours of sleep anymore. I just can't do it. It's like 6, and I'm like, okay, let's go to work again.
I love
Never
this.
slept more than 5 or 6 hours.
I will get a solid 14 every day if you let me.
Oh, Johnny gets like 20.
I'd be happy
Oh,
with a
that's his
solid
age.
4. I get up at least once an hour.
Yeah, I do
Wow.
about 4 hours.
If I could get 2 hours straight this week, I would love it.
I usually sleep about 4 to 6 hours a night, most nights.
I sleep 6 to 10.
You know, I read something that apparently as people get older, they tend to sleep less hours consecutively.
Yeah,
it's because they know they're about to die.
They're running out of
Well,
time.
so I'm like older than a lot of you, and I sleep more. So I guess I'm in good shape.
Depends on how much you had to drink, too.
Well, not every night.
But on the weekends, my husband can, when he doesn't have to get up, he can sleep like 10 hours. He just will not go to bed early.
I love to sleep, but I don't sleep like.
Well, you're really gonna enjoy death.
Not really, because I don't expect to sleep in death.
Sorry, 4 shoots from the times.
Yeah, I don't expect to either.
All right,
So
Jelly.
let's not get into that whole thing.
Jelly, are you ready? You back?
Oh, do we have any repair options here?
Yes.
No, I'm here. I was just making an enchant for Arc and Shadow.
Okay.
No, you
Alright,
can't
so-
fix stupid.
So yeah, we're doing
I
better.
said I would earlier. I
We're-
asked
we're-
who needed it.
Mrs. Max says you can marry it, though.
put
we're
the
doing a
repair
lot
hammer
better
at
with
the door.
we're doing a lot better with the beams and the glaive. That was handled a lot better. The thing I want everybody to try and focus on now that we're doing that better is getting those twilight volleys to the wall on this next pull as best you can. Get those twilight volleys to the wall. There's time to practice that in the first couple phases. The third phase, we're going to get a lot more of the twilight volleys. So practice getting your twilight volleys to the wall during the first and second phase. And in the third phase, it's really important that you do it.
Now, if you understand that, if you hit the wall and drop the volley then, only half of the volley shows up. So if you're standing out here, then the whole volley is going to be in the room. Where if you go all the way to the wall.
All right, so another thing is the south side of the room is here where the entrance is. And the north side of the room is where the bosses is right now. And there's that big statue over there. And then there's the door over here. If you can drop your twilight volleys along the north and south walls more than on the east and west walls, that's better because we have to go to the east and west walls to clear stacks. So if you're dropping them on the north and south side of the room, that's even better than anywhere else. In fact, if we can throw a marker down on the north and south side of the room, just so people can see it and can focus on that. I don't have my marker thing.
And also, you can change your warning for Twilight Volley in the personal announcements in DBM to Runaway Little Girl.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea either.
Can we get a feast?
I have one unless somebody beats me to it.
Sorry, I thought I put one down.
You did.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, you did before break.
No.
All right.
Did a repair thing get put down that I didn't see?
Yeah, it's just outside the door.
Yep.
I still don't see it.
So check your flasks too.
It's right in front of Polat. Fafford's jumping up and down on it.
Star marker over top of it.
How about now?
Thank you.
Can you see it?
All right, so the star mark and the diamond mark is over the entrance and over by that statue. That's the north and south side of the room. Those are those sides of the room are the optimal sites to drop your twilight volleys. So as we're dropping those, that's the best places to drop them because it's going to keep them out of the way of people that are going back and forth to clear stacks. You don't have to take them there; just take them to the wall if you can't get over there. But if you can get to the north or south side with it, that's better than just going to the east and west side.
All right, let's try it again. We got it this time.
I'm reloading. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Clickety clack clack clack.
Exactly. I'm chatting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm having. Wait, I think I. Yeah, I have no weak auras. Okay.
Did you try doing a / reload?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with it later. I don't know. My computer crashed when I closed earlier. I don't know if that screwed something up earlier this evening before.
Yeah, you might want to restart your computer.
No, well,
right.
no, that's what I was doing when this started. So I will do that. I'll mess with it later.
All right, let's.
Now my stacks one doesn't work anymore since I put that other one in. Should I have reloaded after? I mean, after I had done that.
But your stacks one's not working?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's not.
You may have to re-import it or something if it's busted because it was working.
Yeah, mine was working.
Alright.
No, mine
Here we
wasn't this last time. I'll check it out.
Run
First stat clear should be about now.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Stack clear.
Get ready to spread out.
You will.
Oh, we got a beam. So let's get in the beam.
3, 2, 1.
Excellent. Now spread out.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away.
All right, we lost a couple there.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Stack clear.
Run away, little girl. 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Phase 2 and shield.
Shrinking.
Oh, nice. We timed it perfectly, so we only need the healing shield.
Hero, please.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Hero boys.
Hero from anyone?
Moon
Sorry,
Tower.
sorry.
Run away.
Get on the Moon Talon.
Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Clear stacks.
3, 2, 1.
This is taps.
Beware. Will die.
Striking.
Run away, little girl. Run away. 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 4, 3, 2, 1.
Should be phase turn.
Beware. Will die.
Drinking.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Just stay on the captain
Yes.
for now.
Yeah, ignore Moon Talon.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
After we go to full moon, we'll take down the shield and then switch to Moon Talon. Oh, we went to third phase.
Moon Talon.
Switch to Moon Talon right now.
You have 2 resins.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Get Niobe up.
Run away,
We have healers down. Like,
We need healers up.
Yeah, get a healer up too.
Faye. Get Faye up.
still have a res.
Clear stacks.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I'll save it for the tank.
Tracking.
4, 3, 2, Beware.
Stack up in the beam.
You were stacked on top of the cat.
Incoming
Run
goat.
away, little girl. Run away. Run away,
I'm
little
down.
girl.
Run, taker.
You have one healer.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Fafford. You're dead. I'm sure you can see that.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh, that's alright. We don't have any more reses anyway. And there goes the tank.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
So yeah, Glaive Storm comes out the exact same time that
And the brazier.
Wow, that was a lag spike.
Glaive Storm comes out the exact same time an Incorporeal Shot does on third phase.
Yeah, they're both like the ultimates in
Yep, wiping people out.
each phase.
That was a much better job on the circles, though.
Well, except for that group that is out in the middle there.
Yeah, there's
all the dead ones.
it gets pretty rough, like
On
in
third
that
phase,
part.
yeah.
In that third
Are-
phase, yeah. If
are
you
we-
can, I guess we don't have a healer for a res here, so we might as
Oh,
well.
okay. That's what I was gonna ask.
So third phase, the Twilight Volleys, those silence circles, there's like 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them that drop behind you as you're running. I don't know what those are called. Those aren't Twilight Volleys, are they?
No,
No. That's what's killing our space.
that's
Yeah, the volleys in heroic at the third phase don't go away. So
Right.
you have to be very specific where you're throwing them.
Now, can you
that's
stack?
lunar
Well,
beacon. That's
You can
dropping.
stack them.
stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just be silenced while you're standing.
While you're
in the
stacking
other
them,
one.
yeah. So try not to spread them
so,
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll
we're trying
take a little bit of
stack 'em.
damage while you're inside of it, but
I think we were trying to spread them out so that they were all over the place.
No.
no, you want them towards the wall as best as possible.
Yeah.
And you can stack them.
There's those groups of 4. I'm not sure if that's dropping on 4 different people. Or
No,
what
no.
exactly.
No, it's the same person. 'Cause
It's
I
one
had
person.
it, and I noticed that it dropped like every half second or something.
And what did
I
you
just
call it?
didn't- it's the
Lunar beacon.
Lunar Beacon.
I just didn't know that I could sit there and have them stack up.
Now it does do 700,000 damage every 1 second for 6 seconds. So he is going to take some damage.
Well,
there
yeah,
as
but I mean,
well.
I could have had it be a lot closer together than they were.
Sure.
Yeah, so watch for Lunar Beacon in the third phase.
But I did have them off to the side by Diamond.
Yeah. All right, let's get ready for another pull.
Where's Larry?
If we can mate for 40 seconds, that would be great. Apologize, I accidentally bumped my potion button. So
You alcoholic.
need 30 seconds. I'm playing with oven mitts tonight, so
How old is that apple cider?
Now, your paws aren't that big. Dang, Joe.
you don't know me.
You look like you give a good back scratch, though.
I bet I do. I bet I do. I wouldn't know because I mean I don't give them to myself, but I mean I bet I do.
I don't know. Your arms are long enough.
That's what she
You have to
said.
have long hands for a back
Arms.
All right.
Won't talk about the
All right.
flexibility.
Do it up.
Five, four, three, two, one. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
How did I get aggro back?
3, 2, 1.
Doesn't really matter. But
Die.
Faye?
Oh, that beam's really short.
Drinking.
Alright, we got it though.
Good thing.
Gotta get that beam longer than that. I didn't even see his beam until you mentioned it. Thank you for mentioning it.
it hit the melee and we were standing on top of the source.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Phase 2.
Hero, please.
Run away, little girl.
Stay on, Captain.
Beware. Will die.
Trinket.
Switch to Moon Talon. Oops, I didn't mean to taunt that.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Tap.
Will die.
Drinking. Watch out for glaives.
Oh.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Don't forget to clear your stacks.
Fanny's gonna be you.
Go ahead and get me up.
3, 2, 1. Beware. Will
Drinking.
Put shield down.
Did you get it?
I did.
Watch out for glaives.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I'm down.
Moon Talon.
Is that the small glaives that killed us?
Phase 3. Finish off Moon.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Clear stacks.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Conga.
Get in the beam. Get in the beam. Watch those coming back. The glaives.
We have 3 healers now.
God!
Bring a healer up.
To Faye.
Yeah, Faye.
I just hit one. Sorry.
It's okay. It's me. I have to work.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Dex.
Four, three, two, one. Beware.
Conga line.
Stacking the beam.
Watch the glaive storm. Here it comes.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
And while you're at it, clear your stack.
And take. Yep.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Pretty good placement on those circles, though. Those glaives get gnarly, man.
Those glaives are catching us right as we have to do the conga line.
Yeah, they're timed up on top of each other, that's for sure.
Can we put a marker on a boss?
The boss switches periodically.
Yeah, and I think DBM
Can I decline the
uses most.
failure protection pylon and it go to somebody else, or is it
Nope.
used?
No, it's just whoever's standing in it.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Shepard.
You're welcome.
My charity girl.
We just had something come up unexpectedly. Mira needs to be gone for about 10-15 minutes. She's stepping out, and she'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
But it does put us down slightly. if
Donna,
you're-
will you flip heels, please?
Okay.
I hate it when my toilet overflows.
What?
Or was it something else?
Did your toes do what?
Toilet.
Oh.
His toes did toilet?
Yeah, something came up unexpectedly. Your toilet overflowed. Nah, never mind.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Two different conversations.
We all just caught up.
Oh, he, ha, ha.
So you can have a pill kicking in, but you know.
Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk.
All right. Well, let's try it again. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
I have a question, and maybe it doesn't matter so much in this fight this time, but when we raised a healer, two of us had called out to raise Faye, but somebody else was healed, raised.
That was Johnny.
Totally my bad.
All right,
It's because I just clicked the first healer I saw because I was the only res up.
All right, I just want to make sure that
Yeah,
when-
I had already sent it when you said Faye, so I was like,
Okay.
oh shit.
Okay.
Don't feel bad. We're all neck and neck, so it doesn't
Well,
really matter.
to be fair,
Oh,
this
no,
fight
it's not
is
that.
really chaotic, and it's hard as a tank to go, oh, let me just go find a healer on the other side of the room.
No, and that's not what I'm saying. Is I didn't know who did the res, so I just wanted, people to be aware that if you are doing the res, that try to do the one that's been called.
No,
Not that it would have mattered in this fight, but I just thought I would mention it. Not knowing, Drog,
no.
I know you have to,
it's
get who
fair.
you can, but just in general.
Just for you, Tap, I'll beat him later.
Hey, hey, just as a little tip here, since you guys have your range 8 windows open, and this is not necessarily the thing that's killing us, but I don't know if you know this, but if you right-click that, you can change it so that it'll give you a warning, like a sound warning, if you want, when a player is within 8 yards. Now, what that could be a problem with is that could be like a player's within 8 yards when you don't care,
Yeah, it's gonna go off the whole time.
Yeah.
Getting
But
My first question, if you don't mind, did we decide you can't mark the boss? Because here's my problem. In all the chaos, there's times that I catch myself swinging and I'm facing away from the boss.
Yeah, just attack the tank's target.
Well, no, he's saying he's not facing the correct direction when he's trying to watch where the boss is.
It doesn't tell you
He's
that
basically
you
saying
need
the
to be in
boss is
front of
moving
you.
around too much.
There's not much we can do about that.
They have to clear stacks, so they have
But
to
they gotta
run them
clear
about.
stacks. It's just something we gotta deal with Paul at.
I get a notice that says your target needs to be in front of you.
Yeah, I just try and aim towards the mass of chaos that is the tanks and melee.
Problem is he's in that mess.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's a lot easier for range. All you gotta do is tab and shoot no matter where you're at. But you gotta dance around. Makes it harder.
Just close your eyes and swing in the direction the boss farts are coming from.
That's what I do.
boss farts.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to face the boss? Oh.
All right, the circle with the arrow coming in, is that the shoot?
Twilight Volley.
That's the Twilight Volley.
Should
Twilight
we
Volley,
put
okay.
Should we put yours into the rotation, Donna, or is that something you can just do on the fly?
We should put her in rotation tap. Yeah. Put me
All right,
first,
because-
you tap second, and then maybe both the Pallies third, because then otherwise I wouldn't have time to get back for the next one.
All right.
Okay, now my
So
other
Faye tap, Riki and I'll take it. Do the third.
I don't know
Shield.
what mastery aura that all taken's taken. Mine is mercy, and it works just like Trank, so that's why I said it.
Yeah. So yeah. Take third.
okay, and what is rapid shot?
Rapid shot. Rapid shot is it's an attack that you cannot evade, but you can minimize the damage by going to the light side. If the light side is up, you want to get to the light side to take less damage from rapid shot.
Okay, so what is the one that where we're dropping the circles where in the
Twilight
last
Volley.
phase?
Oh,
No,
that's Lunar Beacon.
Yeah, there's
Lunar
Lunar
Beacon,
Beacon that
okay.
drops 4 circles that silence people. And you can like kind of space those out a little bit, but try not to just run indiscriminately if you have that on you. But the other one is Twilight Volley. So the circles, the one with the arrows is Twilight Volley. The one without the arrows is Lunar Beacon.
Okay, I'm placing Runaway Little Girl for both those then. The Twilight Volley and
Yeah, good idea.
or not Twilight Volley, but you know that one.
Lunar Beacon.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Faye, tap, Riki, correct?
I'll take it. Are you going to go the same time as Riki, or are you guys going to separate?
Right.
Which is it? Same time.
Same
okay.
time,
So
okay.
I'll take and Riki together on the third.
All right.
Shield.
Behind the scenes healing talk.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it was actually most of it was.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yep. Good shot.
1.
Ta-da, Charity!
Wow, 1 shield is all it takes.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
dread
man.
gen is ridiculous.
I even waited to throw my frozen orb out there, and then you still move the boss away from it.
Run away, little girl.
Because I lost aggro on him.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away. Four, 3, 2,
Stack clearing.
1. You will die.
Tight beam over here. Tight beam over here. Everybody stack. Stack. There we go. Now spread. Got the healing thing on us.
so I'll get the next shield.
Preemptive stack clearing.
Run away, little girl.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Phase 2.
Beware.
Shield, please.
Will die.
Oh shit, did I do that at the wrong time?
No, you're fine.
Run away, little girl.
Big glaives, watch out.
Moon Talon.
Can I Moon Talon?
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will
I'll take in and Reiki.
Watch out for Glade.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Lost a bunch. They
Run
go
away,
back to
little
Glaive.
girl. Run away.
beware.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Stack clearing time.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will
Drinking.
die.
Glaive Storm, be careful. Here they come.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I'm down.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Get the healer up.
Get all taken. Moon Talon.
Too early
down
for Moon Talon.
Where's Switch Face?
Oh, we switch face?
Yep.
All right,
Moon Talon.
stay on Moon Talon then, yeah.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Watch the Glaive and clear your stacks.
Lunar Beacon coming in on someone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Get to the chorus or the that.
Whoa. That was
yeah,
bad.
that was bad placement on the beam.
Sorry,
It was right over top the zones.
Yeah, I tried to move it at the end. I realized it was over those circles. My bad. Sorry about that.
I don't think it was all you, Joe Bowie. It was everything else too.
I was up against the wall too. I couldn't see the red thing above me, and I really couldn't see the line going to the boss. It's kind of bad.
You get some ugly combinations in here.
Mm-hmm.
We're learning a lot, though.
Yep.
Getting far consistently, it's a good sign.
And luckily, we're getting to that third phase fairly often, so we're getting some good practice on that part.
Yep. 4, can you res me, please?
I'm willing it with my mind. I don't know why it's not working.
Huh. I am the droid you're looking for.
It's mostly consists of the hunter res to another hunter that says, "Get off your ass, get off your ass, get off your ass."
Well, if he wants to wait a few minutes. We may res him when we get there.
I was the last one up besides 4. He cheated.
I cheated death.
See, I would have imagined
I
that.
hit me anyway.
I would have imagined that, like one hunter's response to another hunter would be something like "Stop feigning, stop feigning."
Yeah, that's what he did. He feigned death, and then everything came at me.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he just did it before me because I was thinking about it.
Dex pulls that crud on me all the time.
I didn't see her coming at me fast enough.
Yeah, there's about
What's
a little less than a second.
Yeah.
What's a plays?
What?
It's a funny turn of phrase. Not quite boss farts, but
Oh, she must be from back east.
Hey.
Yeah, watch it now.
All right, you resemble that remark. I'm sorry. Can you say trinket?
Be nice or I'm gonna throw stuff at you.
Please, mommy, do.
Okay.
I can say trinket at least once.
Mommy should have a T-shirt that says "We'll spank Cal for gold."
She'd be rich.
Will spank Cal for gold?
Very rich.
It's not a goblin gold cast idea. Come on.
Max, damn, we took my idea.
So new T-shirt for BlizzCon.
All right, so everybody's here.
Does anybody have a repair bot?
Yeah, I'm gonna put one down.
Thank you.
I have food.
Check your flasks and stuff.
Just food that it doesn't like.
Oh, wait, I think Mir just walked back in. One sec.
Awesome.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. So what was our best on this one so far?
3%. Can we get a closet?
3%.
What's that?
First
3.
pull.
Nice.
We got it down to 3%, and that's as close as we got.
So what is it that's killing us mostly? Is it still the glaives? Because there's one spot where we lose like 4 people pretty
Lack of
consistently.
health.
Yeah, that's what's killing me most times.
Well, the last one there, I think that was I didn't see the beam coming from me, and it was going through a bunch of the silent circles, and so then I think that nuked a bunch of people.
Not that there, but I mean it's always somewhere, I don't know, somewhere around the second phase or so that we are losing about 4 people, and I'm seeing it pretty consistently.
I do not know what's dropping people on that part. That's not where
It's probably the first glaive storm that comes up. That first one, I mean, it literally hits.
One with the big ones. I think it may have been the first one that hit me, and then it was glaive storm because it divided into 2.
Yep.
Yeah, another thing with the glaive storms, we're not on a really tight timer budget here. We're not like hitting the berserk timer. So when the blade storms come out, if it helps you to stop DPSing to try and avoid those blades, go ahead and stop DPSing to avoid those blades, because having you alive is more important than having you damaged while the blades are scrolling through the room at that moment. So whatever you got to do to try and avoid those, do your best. I know they can be tough to avoid. I get hit by them sometimes too. So just
because my suspicion is that it's not the big ones that go out. We're getting better at avoiding those when they're coming. It's when they bounce back, and I noticed. I think it's because 3 or 4 of them are clumped together when they bounce, and then they hit people, and then we lose them.
Yeah, if you are near where the impact is when it splits, you can get hit by a bunch of them. I've been hit by like 3 of them once because like I didn't see it coming, and it bounced off the wall, and all 3 of them hit me at once, and it killed me practically instantly. So.
Yeah, it's just bad RNG.
Or bad positioning. Just really got to watch it. If you see the glaive going towards the wall, try and get away from that spot so you have room to maneuver and get away from the bouncing ones.
away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1. You will
Stacking the beam.
Okay, that's your trank.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Spread out.
I had the beam too, so it's like, what? Ow!
Oh,
Yeah, it's on
okay.
her.
Watch out for
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Play it again.
Incorporeal shot in 10 seconds. That's the beam. So beam into.
4,
Oh.
3,
Oh, we pushed it over.
Yeah, we might have pushed it past.
Glaive Storm, watch out. They're gonna split.
They're splitting again.
And that's what did it.
Yeah.
That's where we're consistently losing a bunch.
No, I died from Umbra detonation.
So, not clearing your stacks.
I was running over there when I got the glaive.
I think it's the glaive that's finally where it's taking people out if they're already weakened.
Run away, little girl.
Finish off Moon Talon.
Yeah, I got hit with glaive storm, but then Umbra did it when I switched.
That's the healing circle.
Yeah.
Or healing bubble.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will die.
Glaive storm.
Storm's coming.
Tranking.
They're gonna split.
Watch the bounce.
Run away,
And a secondary
little girl.
bounce.
Run away.
Those
Run
stacks.
away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl.
Glaive.
Run away.
Glaive storm in 8 seconds. 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't drag her out in the middle.
Glaive storm.
Beware. Will die.
Watch us play.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
We have 4 healers down.
Run away, little girl.
Yeah, go ahead and get 2 of them up.
Get me and Hey.
Nice to one to mirror, but
Run away.
She got
Glaive storm in 4 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Glaive storm.
Beware. Will die.
Gotta be on the captain.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
he
Whoa.
didn't heals.
Yep, glaive
See
storm.
that one. No, that was the final thing. There was Umbra or lunar
Umbra,
detonation. We
yeah.
didn't have the heals to get through that. Or not heals, deeps to get through the boss shield.
Getting the healer up. and rest.
I was feeling really good about that one until I looked up and all our heals was gone.
All taken, it hits everybody within 45 yards of us.
which should be good enough. In
Right,
this
but it's from where
place.
you're standing when you cast it. So if you're on the edge of the room, it might not hit the other edge
No,
of the room.
well, I run around myself. I run around the room.
It doesn't matter. It's from where you start casting it, where you're standing. That's where the epicenter of the trank is.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
trank
that makes
doesn't
sense.
follow
Yeah,
the
yeah.
healer.
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah,
know
that
that.
makes sense.
I didn't know that either.
No, that does make sense.
Yeah, it just
You
means that you
run
can, just
because
means you can
you're
run
trying to get
without
out of
canceling.
crash. You're trying to get out of crap, so that's why
It just
it's
makes it so that way it doesn't stop when we have to move, but it doesn't follow you.
Well, maybe everybody throw a Vantus rune down on this last poll. Just because. We'll do one more poll and call it a night.
So
Which,
yeah, I guess pay and tap. Just make
Vantus
sure you're kind of
Row.
towards the center of the room when you hit
Yeah.
rank.
Yeah, yeah.
Or do we just want to say the Vantus runes for the next time we come in here?
It doesn't make any difference
Well, it
because this is
doesn't
the
matter.
last
They'll
poll.
reset.
They reset on Tuesday.
Well, yeah, she's saying instead of using it for the last poll, use it next week for.
I
all
wouldn't.
of
I'd
us.
use it now. Let's
That's
get
what
it
I'm
down.
saying.
Yeah, increase our odds.
I don't even have
Yep.
one.
Which one's this, boss?
You don't.
just-
You just grab
just-
one for Tomb.
You just target the boss and use the Vantus ring.
Yeah, pull out. We've got him in the guild.
No, I'm not seeing them in the bank.
I'm not either.
No, there's one somebody just put in.
Did
And it's
somebody grab the full stack?
They
Is
have
what
a-
happened. There's like a
I
stack
did.
of 27 in there.
19 back in.
Oh, that's what they're.
I grabbed all of them, but I threw 19 back in.
Yep, they're there.
Does everyone have flasks?
Yep.
Which Vantus room am I looking for?
Tomb.
It's in the second column, second down.
It's a hit.
You sank my Vantus rune.
There you go.
I got it. All right.
Rhythm, feel the ride. It's boss killing time.
That's right.
You target the boss when you click it?
Yep, yeah. Click the Vantus rune,
target
don't
boss
you?
first.
That's
If
exactly
you're
what.
Then click it.
45 yards or more away from the boss when you do it.
Or just don't right click.
Ha ha ha.
Don't say, "Hey, boss, I'm here. Attack me."
No stepping to the right.
It's a subtle thing.
Obi, can I get my pally buff redone? I only have 4 minutes left. Please.
We'll just kill the boss in 3 minutes then.
I'm just eating.
Can we put the
Otherwise, I'm ready.
pally buffs back in the druids, please?
Thank you.
Can we put the pally buffs back on the druids, please?
Tap subtle way of saying I want my buff back.
Yeah, I do.
You want
actually.
so okay, so let me understand this straight. You want me now to favor a druid over a fellow paladin? Hmm.
Yeah, you
It's
gave
not a
yourself
fellow
that.
paladin. It's not a fellow paladin.
We're here to
Altaken's not. Altaken's not a fellow paladin.
No,
really?
Altaken's got plenty of health points.
Okay.
So we're trying to help the raid.
What's health
take the
points have to
boss.
do with healing?
What?
We're here to buff
Are you
you up.
arguing with me?
So I think there's a boss in here we should do something with.
Now, if we could confuse the boss as much as we're confusing each other, we would rock this.
No, you
I'm
might want to
trying
move your
to-
pally
I'm
buff or whatever you're
trying
into it
to
for the
help
rest of
the
the night.
raid out. Trying to help the raid out.
You know, nobody seems to pay attention because I had already done that.
I know.
And I was just about to apologize to Altaken.
All right, here we go. Last pull. Concentrate.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you, guys. What I don't understand is why you would question my motives.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1. You will.
Stacking the beam.
Well, you gotta make
This
the
is
beam
phase
longer.
strike.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Face.
Hero, please.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Stand the boss.
2, 1.
Shield.
Tap.
Cranking.
Big glaive going through the room. Watch out for the rebounds. And more rebound.
Get on Moontown.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
'em up.
Sorry, that was a stupid death.
Beware.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Will die.
I'm drinking.
Watch the glaive bounce.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Lots of glaives.
Run
Yep,
away,
and we're
little
dying on
girl.
the second bounce pretty consistently.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Glaive storm in 4.
3, 2, 1.
Phase strike.
Glaive storm.
Beware. Will die.
Drinking.
That's the first bounce.
Run away, little girl.
There's a second. Now watch this third one.
Get on Moontown.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Get Niobe up, please.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Gotta push Moontown hard.
Stacks.
3, 2.
Got him. Good job.
Perfect time.
Beware.
Tap
Phase 3.
strike.
Incorporeal shot. Stack up.
Watch out for glaives.
Stack up.
Bouncing.
Stack up.
I don't know where the beam is.
Run away.
It was
really small.
like he was on top of where it was coming from.
No, I was clear out.
Yeah, the
Little girl.
captain was right where you were standing though, so the beam was really short.
Yeah. It was only me and you that got into it.
And I died. Can you bubble out of that? I wondered.
You can, but you're doing extra damage to the raid because it needs at least 6 people in it.
Oh, okay.
Still might have been better than me and you dying, I suppose, but
Then we just been you. You're right. That is better.
4, 3,
Oh, sorry.
2, 1. Beware.
This Clave's gonna get everyone.
Yeah, the
There
glaive
it
went
is.
right down the beam.
He sure did. It's really chaotic. The end of this fight is that third phase.
Run away, little girl.
I'm tempted to like hold a hero for third phase in the future. I don't know.
Well, okay,
Well,
then we have
if
to
the
heal
beam
through
is-
more bubble phases.
If
the
the beam is up and you're targeted with the glaive, you know, you got the announce on the thing. Don't, I mean, do what you can. I know it's hard.
I
Maybe-
maybe planning on the second.
You're probably right,
episode
Johnny.
wave.
Second one's probably better just because it pushes us through that phase,
Yep.
and then the third
That's
phase is
why
just
I-
chaotic. You know.
It's definitely the hardest phase to, or well,
It's
not
like
the hardest.
Maiden.
Third phase is
It's just a matter of mechanics.
all the crap that goes on.
All right, but we're
Putting it
out
through
of
the
time anyway.
bubbles
I'm
is-
putting up a portal to Dalaran, the Broken Isles, the new one. That's a safe Dalaran portal.
The real
So am
Dalaran.
I.
All right, thanks everybody for coming. Don't forget to make your gnome if you want to do the gnome race. That's on Scarlet Crusade. Put LPT in front of your name. And we'll see y'all next Friday.
Is there a time on that yet?
I think Lorelei said it was 7 Eastern.
7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Yeah.
What's the date? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh,
last time.
14th.
Saturday the 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's right
Well,
before our raid, but it's an hour and a half before our raid. So I think we're fine. I don't think it's going to take an hour and a half, but who knows?
I won't be able to make it.
Well, like you said, if we have to, we can leave or
Yeah.
continue. You know, we have that choice.
Yep, absolutely.
Unfortunately, me and I will not be able to attend.
Yep.
I'll
Well,
be in the middle of a lecture at that point, so.
yeah. Well, if you can, just put the LPT in front of it. So you're part of Lions Pride Tavern, and then
Yeah, I'll make a character. I just won't be able to do the race.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be down in California for a few days.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, going to Six Flags.
Oh, you said the 14th.
Where are you going in Cali?
Vallejo, California. That's where Six Flags is.
Oh, okay.
That's a stone's throw from us.
Yeah, it's not far.
It's out there in American Canyon for a while there.
Have a good night, all.
Good
Yep.
night.
See ya. See y'all.
Have a
All right,
good one.
everybody.